Well, hi there everyone and welcome back to Infinity, where I'm standing here in this here room, which is just about done. It looks like I haven't actually put the wall out the back there. No idea what's going on there, but you can see it's about done. I was actually just looking on the map and I actually think, if I can bring it up, this place is starting to look awesome, especially on the map. So I'm pretty pleased. So what is the plan for today? Well, the plan for today is power. Because at the minute, everything that we do is powered pretty much by that windmill. And I really like that. I really like the windmills because they are really, really useless. They keep failing and the blades keep breaking and they stop working whenever the wind stops. They're just really hopeless. I really like that. However, if I'm going to run this thing halfway effectively, and not be just sat around waiting for an hour every time I want to make something because the wind has died down, I need to make up some sort of a better power supply. That's what's going in over here. So let's head on in to this room and see what we can do. I don't think much else has gone on around the castle since last time. If it has, you'll probably notice as I wander about. So, what we are going to do, we are going to start off this by making up some igneous extruders. We have made up a few of these before. There's one sat just there producing all the stone, which has actually built this entire castle, which is pretty amazing. It is full again. So I'm extremely happy for that. Now these things are easy to make, those bits basically, and I have actually spent some time making up a load of stuff off camera. Not enough to actually make endless amounts of these by looks of it. I think it was pistons on top, wasn't it? And glass? As the glass is not here, but the glass is down there. Get some glass, and we will have a few of these. I'll make up some now. Any extra I want, I shall make up off camera. It looks like I'm going to make 5 of them. Do I want 5? I think 5 will do. 6 would be a nicer number because I'm doing these in pairs. So let's just make up another pair of these. Grab a bit more iron. You can see I've been smelting away merrily. Couple more of those, and we get us a couple more, well, one more igneous extruder. That is fine and lovely. Alright, the next thing that I am going to make is... Actually, you know what, let's not. Let's put these in first. Now these things need 2 things to run, if you remember this one. They need water and they need lava. The water's easy, you just get it in from a bucket, it just sits there. The lava's a bit more awkward. Now there is my little lava supply over down there. If you remember from like episode 2, I nearly fell in the lava patch over there. But I'm not going to do that again because I can actually make lava using this thing, the Magma Crucible. So that's what I am going to do, and all I need to do is make a tank to sit on the top of it. Now, if we come in and look at, I mean, there are absolutely millions here. I don't want any of those. I want the open blocks one, which is this one. Where is the fast open block one? There it is. So all I need are 4 pieces of obsidian and some glass panes. Nice and easy. Now, I do have some obsidian just hanging about somewhere. It's there. Glass panes, if I don't have any, are very easy to make. So glass panes, I think it was an across, I hope it was an across. Extra obsidian, and we have us 2 tanks. If you don't know these are the best thing ever because you can just put them down in any shape and size and they will just form a tank of that shape and size, basically. Right, that is on the top, so what I just need to do is set that to go up and not into the fluid transposer. Then all I should need to do is grab some cobblestone. Cobble of the stone variety, pop that in there. That is going to make its way through ever so slowly. And it looks like something is actually up with the display there, because I'm pretty sure that shouldn't look like that. I have no idea what that's doing. No idea at all. In the meantime, I have been down at ye old rubber plantation. I've planted up a load of rubber trees down there. Last episode, I think. And I've just been collecting the sap from them and smelting it off for the next part of the job. Come along, ye little... There we go. We now have a bucket of lava in the top. 1 bucket of lava for 1 cobblestone. Nice and easy. I'll just grab that out for now. Right, let's head on out here. Now, somewhere up here, I hope I still have me an infinite water source. I do. So let's actually just water ourselves up and put these in place. So where am I going to start? I think I shall start here. So that goes there, and that goes there. So we're going to start off with igneous extruders. I'm going to pop them up the wall just like that and start to fill them. With water. If I grab the rest of the water now, I won't have to remember for later. There we go. So all of these now have the water in. There we go. Now this one can also have its bit of lava in. There we go, and that will have started working. Now these are set to output left and right, which is good. We want them to output to the right. Let's head on back into here. Right, we'll just leave that running. Actually, we don't need tons of this stuff, do we? We only need 6 pieces. So I'll let it cook up a few more just in case for when I need them in the future. Next thing which I want comes from Industrial Craft, because that is the Industrial Craft factory, so I want it full of Industrial Craft machines. Recyclers. Now recyclers are lots of fun and very cheap and easy to make. They do need glowstone, but it's just dirt and a bit of iron. And a compressor is a basic machine casing, electronic circuits, and smooth stone. So we do need some electronic circuits. Now we should be able to whack these together relatively easily, although I shall probably need a few more than that. So let us just go. Thwack and probably break the hammer. No, I am impressed. I know I have a machine which could be doing this, but this is quicker when you are just doing it like this. Oh, we can make up a ton of this stuff. That is good. Do I have one leftover piece of rubber? I bet I don't, do I? Stunning. Right. That top, that bottom. And it will be... Which way around actually is it? Is it that way around? Or is it the other? It's that way around. So just a bit more iron also needs whacking out. I can just whack it in my hands, can't I? There we go, 12 more of those. So we'll make up 10 of those. Right, we also need machine casings, don't we? That will take a lot of iron. Because I have 2 handy. I will want a few more than 2. So let's just make up a few more. Why the heck not? Not quite a stack's worth, I don't think. I have a incredibly useless inventory. You can just sit in there for now. Cobble smooth. And loads of dirt. I cannot wait to have my sorting system. I say that a lot. Right, I was making up a load more iron plates into basic machine casings, all of them please. So I wanted compressors. So at most I only actually want 6. That's what I'm trying to do. So it's just smooth stone either side. Now I should have a decent amount of smooth stone. I do wish I could click properly. I only have enough... Oh, come here. I have enough to make 2 compressors, which gets me the achievement Epic Squeeze. Do I have any more smooth stone? I feel like I should do. It is all here, isn't it? That's what I'm missing. Smooth stone stack of. I knew it was somewhere, just didn't know where. Right, I will make up 5. I'm going to make up 4. Just for the purposes of getting this thing going. So 4 compressors. Just surround that with dirt, a couple of pieces of iron. I am getting through my iron supplies. You can see that I am still cooking off iron. I've been fetching stuff from the mines. Yeah, this is where I run out of dirt, isn't it? Because I chucked it all in the chest. Skills. 4, 4. I'm short by 1 piece, of course. Then I just need the glowstone. The glowstone is in here. Which I think is a very strange thing to need for a recycler, but I didn't design this. Recyclers. Head on up here, hopefully don't get killed by anything. So these are just going to go here, 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 and ultimately 2 more there and there, of course. And what you can see is this one's filling up immediately from that, because this auto ejects sideways. Now this isn't going to run because it doesn't have any power, so that's another thing we are going to have to sort out. We need some power, and we need something else, and one other thing we probably need to do is sleep, but we're not going to do that just at the minute. Let's work through the night. Now I think somewhere I might actually have a generator. If memory serves, there's one just sat there. Okay, so we have a generator. That's good. So what we need is some item ducting and some servos, which we also have. We also need a load of this stuff just getting out of my inventory, please. Getting fed up with all this stuff in its inventory. Right, now this would work. There's just one more thing which we're going to need, and that is, and I'll explain why later, we need an upgrade. An industrial craft upgrade. That upgrade is this upgrade. It's the energy storage upgrade. It just basically allows machines to store more EU. The recyclers don't store very much EU at all, so they're very prone to running out of power, and that would really mess this system up. Effectively, as you can see, it's a bat box. So we're going to need 4 of these. I've kept enough of those. So it's 4 of those. I need some 4 RE batteries and just some copper cable. So, do I have enough for the RE batteries? The answer is no. I just need a bit more tin. So, with my mighty, mighty forge hammer, let's get a few of those. Do we have much in the way of that? We've got a bit. We have a bit of that. We have no leftover rubber unless that's rubber. That's coal. The two are very, very similar. We'll just get the rubber out of there. Pop it into here. And get a load of those, more than we will ever need. So, we needed 4 RE batteries, didn't we? Have I miscounted again by 1? Skills, I do not seem to have them today. Right, 1 tin plate, 1 more tin item casing, 1 forge hammer on the floor. and one of those. Redstone is... I seriously need to get a load more stuff out of my quarries before everything just runs out. So 4 of those. With 4 of those. Those are in completely the wrong places. And that is completely the wrong button. There, and copper cable. So, copper cable, 4 of those. Wood. Yes, I had a feeling that was how that worked. It doesn't like the pine for some reason, this recipe. So I'm going to have to go find some acacia. There is a bit of acacia. Is that acacia? That's oak. But that's fine for now, isn't it? Yeah, it just doesn't like the pine for some reason. I don't know why. Tell me why you don't like pine, game. Pine is lovely. I've done my entire floor in it. So there's 2. And there is me making a hash of the next 2. That's more than enough. So I think we now actually have everything we need. I'm just going to await the morning, and then we're going to... Shall I await the morning, or shall I just go for it and see what happens? Why should we be scared? We can just fly up if anything happens, and if a creeper goes up, I shall blame you lot. I have no idea why that's stopped working. Perhaps it ran low on power for some reason. How's the bat box? Bat box is full, so I've got no idea why it stopped. But that's all I really needed anyway. Right, how safe are we? Nothing spawned in here. Nope, we are good. Right, let's start by putting lava into these. So it's just missing from the top 2. These are filling up. Now each one of these wants 1 of these upgrades, which massively increases the amount of power they can store. Now to get power in, we are going to run copper cable, and at the base put a generator. In front of the generator, or next to the generator, we are putting this stuff. This is item ducting. And on the item ducting, we are placing the servos. So what is going to happen? Right, I bet I don't have anything burnable, do I? I've left all the coal and stuff back in there. So let's just hop back, grab the coal. That does have wood. I don't really want to use wood if I've got coal. Yeah, coal just here. Shut the door, please. It is very nearly morning anyway, isn't it? There is the sunrise. Right, I'm going to pop 1 piece of coal into here. Pop. That's burning. And the power is going into here. You can see it is attempting to recycle. Now, it doesn't work every single time, it just needs anything on the top actually, and every so often it will turn whatever it's making into that stuff, scrap. Now the reason that's useful is because if I turn this on so it sucks it out, this now gets sucked out the front. There it went. It took some time to do, and ends up in here. It went in there and it burns. Now scrap doesn't burn for a long time, but critically, it gives back more energy than it costs to actually run these things to make it. So this will start to fill up with scrap, which will be burnt to power the recyclers, which will produce scrap to burn in here. And you get a nice little endless cycle. And this nice little endless cycle actually ends up... I'm sure there's somewhere I can actually see how much power these things are storing. Perhaps there isn't in these. This thing actually ends up producing more power than it uses. You get an overstore of power eventually. This will actually start saying stored in that little second line down. You can see it's run out of scrap, but these now, and this is why you need the overclocker upgrade, these have a bit of power left, which will just be enough to make a bit more scrap, and eventually some will come in. Now this thing scales up, and that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to put a row of igneous extruders, a row of recyclers, and a row of generators up there, and eventually have 3 banks of them. But for now, this is actually producing effectively infinite power. It is a self-contained power-producing module, which we can then suck power off from this line here, and run it off to power machines and whatever else. So we now have a reliable power source. It isn't actually the easiest to make, which is why I really like it, and I've never done this before. It's good fun. It's good fun because these start flickering on and off all the time as they gain and lose power. But that will be it for this episode, guys. Thank you ever so much for watching. I do hope that you enjoyed. I'm just going to leave this running to gain a bit of extra power. So thank you, and I hope to see you once again next time.